I want to tell you something that almost nobody in this industry will say to you directly. You are worth more than your customer realizes before they even meet you. And it's not about the product you sell. It's not about the company you represent. It's about you, the skilled salesperson sitting across from a customer, or on the other end of that phone call, is worth more to that customer in that moment than any review site, any AI recommendation engine, or any competitor willing to undercut the price. Most salespeople never fully believe that. And that disbelief, that quiet underselling of their own value, is one of the most expensive habits in the profession. And today we're going to change that. Welcome to Evolve Your Sales Game, the podcast where we ditch the one-liners and build real skills that close real sales. I'm your host, Spyros Nicolaou, and I went from getting fired in sales to winning Salesperson of the Year and generating $3 million in a single year. Everything I learned is in my ebook, Evolve Your Sales Game, Mastering the Art of Selling. It's available now on Amazon Kindle. Let's get into it. This episode is for the salesperson who has ever discounted their prices before the customer even asked. For the salesperson who has ever thought, maybe I should back off, maybe I'm being too pushy, maybe they can find this cheaper somewhere else. And it is for the salesperson who has ever watched the customer walk away, whether it's choose a competitor, choose a cheaper option, or choose nothing at all, and wondered what they could have done differently. What you could have done differently starts with understanding what you're actually worth. And that is what today's episode is about. Jim Rohn taught the major key to your better future is you. I want to apply that principle to the customer sitting across from you. See, the major obstacle to your customer's better future is their own inability to decide. Now that might sound harsh, but I want you to sit with it for a moment. We live in a world of extraordinary abundance. There's more products than ever before. There's more services than ever before. There's more options to choose, more reviews to look at, more opinions to listen to, and more information than any human being in the previous generation has ever had to navigate. And what has that abundance created? Certainly not clarity, but decision paralysis. Your customer comes to you carrying the weight of every decision they ever made and regretted. Every product that didn't deliver, every salesperson who oversold and underdelivered, every dollar spent on something that ended up collecting dust. They wanted to say yes to you. They're looking for a reason to say yes to you, but they have been burned before, and that history sits in the room with you, whether you can see it or not. See, this is not a problem though. This is your opportunity. Eric Worre taught that in order to serve people well, you have to understand exactly what is stopping them. In my experience, and in the research behind Chapter 3 of Evolve Your Sales Game, there are 5 reasons customers stall, hesitate, or walk away without deciding. Now, first is information overload, because nowadays there's too many options, too many competing products, too many reviews pulling them in different directions. The skilled salesperson knows how to cut through that noise. 2, competing priorities. Now, even when a customer wants your offer, life is happening around them. They have rent to pay, bills to pay, family, the unexpected expense that showed up last minute. See, the skilled salesperson understands this and never makes the customer feel guilty for it. Now 3, buyer's remorse by memory. They haven't bought from you yet, but they remember the last time they bought something that didn't work out. That memory creates hesitation before you've done anything wrong. The skilled salesperson earns trust fast to override that memory. And 4th, decision fatigue. By the time the customer gets to a buying conversation, they have already made 50 decisions that day. what to eat, what to wear, what to do about the situation at work, whether to call their mother back or not. They are tired of making decisions, and the skilled salesperson makes the decision feel easy, not heavy. And last but not least, they don't know what they want. Not truly. They know they would have a problem. They know they want a solution to that problem, but they haven't articulated, even to themselves, exactly what that solution looks like. The skilled salespeople helps them discover that solution. And this is the ability to navigate all 5 of these obstacles simultaneously. It's exactly why you are worth more than any review site, any algorithm, or any competitor can ever replace. Now you might be asking yourself, okay, Spyros, I understand why customers stall, but how do I address all 5 of those reasons in a single conversation? And that answer has 3 parts, and I've dedicated 3 full episodes later this season to each one, and I call them the 3 pillars. And when we get there, you will understand exactly why I built this entire show around them. But for now, let me show you what addressing your customer stall looks like in a real situation. Because the best way to understand your value is to see it in action. Now, when I was working at a fitness equipment retailer, a majors rating magazine published their list of best elliptical machines on the market. And they awarded their top rating to a specific model, which I won't name. Now, we carried that machine. So you would think that the review would make our job easier. But here's the thing. When my colleagues and I saw that rating, we were genuinely surprised. We actually started laughing really hard because we knew that machine and we knew it was not the best elliptical in the market. Not even close. But customers came in waving that magazine like it was scripture. And what did we do? Now, we didn't argue with the magazine or the customer. We didn't dismiss the customer's research. We just asked questions. Just how will you be using this machine? What are your fitness goals? How many people in your household will buy using it? Or how many people in your household will be using it? How important is the feel of the stride to you? And then we let them try that machine in what we consider the best machine. Now, 99% of the time, once they felt the difference, once they experienced what a truly exceptional machine felt like, they chose the better product. Not because we pressured them, not because we had a better comeback, because we guided them to their own discovery. Think about what happened in that story through the lens of the 5 reasons we just covered. The customer came in with information overload. A magazine told them what to buy, and they were running with it. We cut through that noise with questions. The customer came in with buyer's remorse by memory. They had done their own research because they didn't want to make that wrong decision once more. And we honored that by taking their research seriously. And instead of dismissing it, we went with it. And the customer came in not fully knowing what they wanted. They knew they wanted an elliptical machine, but they hadn't articulated what a great elliptical would actually feel like for them. We helped them discover that in person, in real time. You see, that is the vital role of a skilled salesperson. Not to sell, but to guide. I want to say something clearly before we move to the action steps. You're not an order taker. You're not a product description with legs. You're not interchangeable with a website, a chatbot, or a competitor who will do it for even less than you. You're a skilled human being who can listen, adapt, emphasize, tell stories, build trust, paint pictures, and guide people to decisions, all in real time, in response to them who showed up because they need help and don't know exactly how to ask. See, no algorithm can do that. No review site can properly guide a customer to the results they want. And no price cut will ever really truly help them. You can do that though. And the moment you fully believe, the moment it moves from something you've heard to something you carry into every sales conversation, is the moment your results will begin to reflect that outcome. Now, this is all in Chapter 3 of Evolve Your Sales Game, the vital role of sales in decision making. And it's a foundation of everything we covered in this episode today. And the book will go even deeper into each of the 5 reasons the customer stalls, and also how the 3 pillars address every single one. And it's available right now on Amazon Kindle. The link is in the bio, or in the show notes. Now, here are your action steps for today. I want you to think about the last customer who didn't buy. And it's not because I want you to judge yourself. I don't want you to replay what went wrong. Just to ask one question. Was it one of the 5 reasons that was holding them back? Was it information overload, competing priorities, buyer's remorse by memory, decision fatigue, or not knowing what they truly wanted or what the solution truly was? Just name it. Because once you can name it, you can address it. And once you can address it, and you can address it before it becomes an objection, you will become the kind of salesperson that a customer will remember. That a customer will come back to buy more. That a customer will send their friends to buy. See, that is the real goal. It's not just the sale itself. It's a relationship that outlasts the sale in total. Now, here's what's coming up next. In our next episode, we're going into something I am genuinely excited to teach, the DISC personality system. This is going to teach you how to read any customer in 60 seconds. Tailor your entire approach to who they actually are, and not to who you assume them to be. This is a skill that took my results from good to exceptional, and it all starts in episode 5. And I look forward to seeing you there. And that's a wrap on today's episode. If this helped you, share it with one person on your team. That's how we grow this community. My ebook, Evolve Your Sales Game, is on Amazon Kindle right now. Search Spyros Nicolaou or grab the link in the show notes. Follow the show on Instagram at Evolve Your Sales Game for the visual content that goes with some episodes. And remember, you've got this.